Good morning everyone and welcome to sunny Devon. Just had a horrific downpour of rain and we're expecting more this week, although it's going to be on and off, so hopefully we'll get some maize harvest done. We had a walk around this weekend and quite a few of our local blocks will be good to go once the weather allows, so that's a positive. Last little bit of work being done on the maize header now by Will and Tony up in the workshop. Flyn's just headed off with the hedge trimmer because now we're at the start of September. We are good to go on cutting hedges, so we'll catch up with him later on. Ant's out in the tanker moving water, so we are busy, but not as busy as we want to be because we are eager for the harvest to start now that the crop's ready to go. Just before we get into the main part of the video, just a little update from us. We're sponsoring a hole on a charity golf day on Saturday that one of my good friends, Joe Weeks, has organised. He's been raising money for the Lullaby Trust, who do work in and around sudden infant death syndrome and support for grieving families. And he's recently done the 3 Peaks Challenge. So the link I've posted, if you look at our channel, I've posted a link to his Just Giving page, which is around that 3 Peaks Challenge, but he's doing this golf day to support that as well. So if any of you want to donate or have a spare couple of quid, the link is on our channel's homepage, and he'd be very grateful if you could. But yeah, you'll see a bit more of that later in the week as we go up and take some bits up to that golf hole so that we can kind of support that and stick some signage up. So you can see in there just the final few touches on the maize header. Back together, it's just a case of making sure everything's running straight, nothing's catching, it's all been put back as it should. So we're very close now. We had another little look a couple of hours ago. We've definitely got 3 blocks that will be fit to harvest, and one of our customers has asked if we can harvest some towards the end of the week, so we need to gear ourselves up now. So what we're doing here is straightening up the Bunning silage trailer. So we've got Harry on the ladder the other side. We're wedging some blocks of wood in against this RSJ, using the telehandler the other side just to push against the inside of that trailer and straighten out the silage side. It's moved back in quite a bit already. So if I show you from the inside, you can see the kinks. We've been pushing that top silage side out so that we can use the trailer safely and not we don't want to use it and cause extra damage. We want to get it to a point where it's usable, workable and safe. Obviously with maize harvest upon us, we'd like every trailer available. Yeah, this one was damaged last maize harvest, so it's not done a tremendous amount since. So it'd be good to have it back going, and usually pulled by Ant's fast track, but as Ant is off the rest of this week, someone else will probably be pulling it for the start of maize harvest. So this is where we've got to so far after a couple of hours of straightening it out. A bit more bending left to do. Trying to straighten out that back piece. Just in case anyone was worried, that was just the strap snapping, no damage done. We managed to pull that side out a little bit. Obviously still going to be bent, but it's come back a little way, which is what we were after. Just allows the back to lift up and allow us to use it for harvest basically. So I've just popped down now to catch up with Flynn. Flyn's out the trimmer, Sherborne Reynolds trimmer. Now that September started, he'll be busy getting round all those field hedges and the road hedges. Got the topper on the front as well, just in case that's going to be needed. So yeah, we're just catching up with Flynn here, doing some field hedges. These fields were harvested earlier this summer. They had spring oats in them. You can see he's on the tops of the hedges at the moment. He's done a side sweep around the field. He's working on the tops now, and yeah, just obviously trying to keep them as straight as possible, which on field hedges is more of a challenge than on the road, obviously, where it's a much smoother surface that you're driving on. He's just looking to take out his half of the hedge and then get the other half on the next sweep. We've got a 1.6 metre head on the trimmer, so you can take out half of that hedgerow quite easily and get the other half once he starts that next field. So we'll follow him for a little while and just see the before and afters of those the tops of those hedges. And these fields are being done because they're going to fence straight away behind them. So obviously, if you can knock the hedges back quite nicely, those fence posts can go tight to the hedge, maximise your field area as best you can, and stop those hedges encroaching too far into the field and too far into the cropping area. We had a couple people tell us as Flynn was starting with us that his hedge trimming was very, very good. And I would say that from the small amount that he's done so far, Dad's very impressed, very happy with how he gets on. He's very neat and tidy, and doesn't hang around doing it either, so that's positives on all fronts as we just watch him tackle this this high spot. But yeah, he's doing a good job. So we'll leave Flynn there for now. He's at the bottom of the field behind me. I've just spent 5 minutes just trying to put some of today's video together so that I've not got to rush around and do it later on. I'm going to head back to the yard now and see how everyone's getting on. I think potentially some of the rain today has stopped play in terms of what we did have planned, but I'll be able to confirm that for you in just a second.
Alright, let's go. Or fucking just latch your back door or not? Yeah, it might pay too. Just left it up.
This is where we've got to. Obviously, excuse the footprints. There's a slight dent here, obviously, which looks worse in the sunlight, but that's the one thing that is still annoying Dad. But it's quite a bit straighter if you come to the side. A lot straighter than it was. There's a tiny bit of welding we've got to do here, which we'll get done. But all in all, not a bad job and quite a bit of money saved, so we're happy with that. And I mentioned earlier that the rain might have stopped play on a couple of jobs, and it has. We had some dung spreading and then some ploughing to go immediately after to do, but we're going to be doing that tomorrow morning now, so something to look forward to for tomorrow morning's video. We've got to get that done pretty sharpish because obviously we've got harvest starting, so we need all hands on deck for that. But yeah, a reasonably quiet video today. We're gonna have to call it a day there because there's nothing else going on. So thank you for watching. The rest of the week will be busy. Obviously today a little bit quieter, but managed to catch up with Flynn. He'll be happy. He'll play a starring role in today's video. And thanks for all your support and for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow. Cheers.